and welcome to Pep Talks, where we bring you all the startup related updates and fun yet inspiring stories of crazy startup founders. I am your host Arya Razirkar, and today we will talk about an important topic which is gaining traction in the Indian startup ecosystem: community funding. So, what exactly community funding is? So, community funding is also known as crowdfunding. It is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising small amounts of money from many people, typically via the internet. So, why is community funding necessary for Indian startups? Here we have broken it down into 5 key points. Moving on with the first one. Community funding can provide Indian startups with access to a wider pool of capital. Traditional forms of funding, such as venture capital, are often limited to a few investors with the necessary resources and connections to invest in startups. On the other hand, community funding can attract many small investors who are passionate about a particular idea or a product. Secondly, community funding can help Indian startups to validate their idea or product in the market. When a startup launches a community funding campaign, it actually asks the market whether there is demand for its product or service. If the community campaign is successful, it can provide the startup with the valuable market validation and might help it attract further investment. Thirdly, community funding can help Indian startups to build a community of supporters and advocates. When people actually invest in a community funding campaign, they become more than just investors. They advocate for the startup and its product or service. This can help the startup to build a loyal customer base and generate a positive word of mouth. Fourth, community funding can democratize the investment process and make it more inclusive. In traditional forms of funding, the investment process is often limited to a small group of investors with the necessary resources and connections. On the other hand, community funding can provide an opportunity for anyone to invest in a startup and participate in the growth of the Indian startup ecosystem. Lastly, community funding can help Indian startups to create a social impact. Many startups in India are actually focused on creating social impact, but they often need help to secure the necessary funding to pursue their mission. Community funding can provide startups the necessary resources to pursue the social mission and create positive change in Indian society. So, in conclusion, community funding is necessary for Indian startups to access a wider pool of capital, validate their idea or product in the market, build a community of supporters and advocates, overcome the challenges of the Indian startup ecosystem, and also democratize the investment process and create a social impact. Well, are you tired of traditional ways of fundraising? Are you looking for a new and innovative way to fund your project? Well, we have the perfect solution for you. Introducing Pepcorns, a community funding platform that connects entrepreneurs with the people who believe in their vision. With Pepcorns, you can raise funds for your project while building a community. Whether you are starting a new business, launching a product, or working on a creative project, Pepcorns can help you get the support you need and to make it a reality. So you might get a question कि भाई how does Pepcorns work? It's simple. You create a project page on our platform and share it with your network. Your community can pledge funds to support your project, and in return you can offer them rewards and perks based on their contribution level. So, if you are an entrepreneur or a creative person looking for a new way to fund your project, Pepcorns is the perfect solution for you. With our community focused approach, you can not only raise funds but also build a loyal following around your project. And by using our platform, you can also give back to the community and make a positive impact in the world. Thank you for listening to our podcast today. If you are interested in learning more about Pepcorns, head over to our website to sign up and start your project today. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends and family who may be looking for a new way to fund their project. That's it for today. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.